This map is so big. I don't know what they're doing along the walls out there. This is the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Can I get it with the boil over? Can I get it with the boil over? Yeah, there we go. That is the one I wanted. The rest can go. The rest can go. That's the only one I wanted. Didn't even care. That's the only one. Am I crazy? Isn't that the one that was running me everywhere? It wasn't a Michaela. It wasn't the Fang, and it wasn't the Jane. Yeah, it was her. The Yui. Good game, Jane. Good game. I didn't want you, obviously. I wanted Yui. Were you guys a Swift? I didn't care, like I didn't care about any of the rest of you. I just wanted to kill Yui. No. I had to use you as bait. So I had to put you on the my friends to play with. I just sent you a friend request, so we could play sometime if you want. But yeah, I put you on the furthest hook from the gates. And basically used you as bait. But the Yui was good. I couldn't catch her. I mean, I did catch her, but it was hard to catch her. Really hard to catch her. So I caught her once, put her on a hook, and then I and then caught her at the very end there and put her in the basement, and it was so satisfying. Just because she was so hard to catch. I didn't care about the rest of you. I was like, the rest of you can go. You can just walk out the gate for all I care. And the Fang, I could have killed the Fang in the beginning because she was my first 2 hooks, like really quickly actually. But it's like I always feel bad about tunneling somebody out, so then I don't go for them. Like after they get hooked twice, then I purposely ignore them and don't try to kill them. And it always backfires because then it's like I'm not getting the kill that I could get, so then it leaves 4 people in the match. And it usually ends up in like a bunch of people escaping because I don't take the kill that I could get. I don't even know how I made it to red rank with solo queue only, and I literally can't run a killer. I'm not that good at running a killer either. You probably escaped a lot of matches and just played a lot. I don't know. I'm not that good of a survivor, and I got to red rank 1 on survivor before I even got there with killer. But that was a big map too. It's hard to patrol that map because the gens are so spread out. And once I like started chasing the Yui, it was just like I kind of threw the game. I was like, whatever. And I just wanted to go for that chase because she was hard to catch, and then it becomes a challenge. And I know that everyone's just going to do generators in the background. If you see me in chase, just know Laura is going down in 2 seconds. Who's Laura? You? Oh, you are Laura, yeah. I love big maps. I'm the opposite of the community. I hate small maps because everyone dies ridiculously fast. Yeah. Well, the smaller maps are better for killers because they don't have to travel so much to get to the generators, whereas a big map like that, I mean, even with Nurse, I'm blinking and it still takes me forever to get to cross the map. But yeah, at that point, like I said, my game plan, like not plan, but the way I played was ended up hooking the Fang like really kind of quickly, I think, and then she ended up getting off the hook, and I happened upon her again immediately and hooked her again. And then after that, I was like, I left her alone and ignored her, and that's like, that always just cost the game. And then I started chasing the Yui at one point and just didn't care at that point. It was about the chase rather than winning. So the fact that 3 people escaped was just kind of like the way I played it. If I wanted to be like super sweaty, I could have killed the Fang quickly. Oh, hold on a second, my dog's injured. Thanks for not tunneling me. No, I didn't really even... I don't even remember really seeing you till the end. Wasn't that the first hook I put you on at the end there? Towards the end, like when the gates were about to be open? I think that wasn't that your first hook? I didn't really even see you that much. I know Fang was on Death Hook. I know I hooked Yui at least once, and then that second one was the basement. And then Michaela, I don't even remember if I hooked her. I'm sure I hooked her at least once. Pretty sure that was your first hook, wasn't it? Flip-flop, tenacity, boil over, and unbreakable. I can't believe I got the Yui to the basement with her boil over, but I had agitation. That was the first hook, I think, but you could have just got me out of the game if you wanted. Yeah, at the end there, after they unhooked you, Did I hit you? I think I hit you once with you had endurance maybe, I think. I'm not sure. And then but did you go to second hook on that first hook? I chose the Yui. Like when she saved you, I chose her because I really wanted the satisfaction of, like, I knew if anyone was gonna die, I wanted it to be her. Yeah, I could have went back for you, and it probably would have been a lot easier down than the Yui. But I was just set on her. I was like, she's there. I want her. Plus the gates, like, it was a real challenge. If you go back and watch, like, rewind my stream at all, you see, like, she was really hard to catch. And then when I put her in the basement, I just stared into her eyes. I just waited there a little bit. Like, I want to see if you guys would have came down, but you actually made the right decision to just leave. Because, excuse me, that could have turned into like a 3 or 4K. If everybody was going to be like altruistic and go down to the basement or something, that could have got pretty nasty. Survivors always leave me, so I get confused if I play with 3. If I play with 3, man, and they're like, why did Jane leave? I'm like, because y'all would have left me. I'm not dumb. Well, that's because you play solo queue. Sometimes it is the best decision to leave. Like in that case right there, a really good Swift that's like coordinated could have probably got that basement save and been out the gate. I know a good Swift that is like really coordinated would have definitely at least had a chance of getting that save and everybody getting out. It wouldn't have been necessarily easy or guaranteed, but they definitely could have pulled it off. But it's a lot harder when you're solo queue and you're not even in communication, because if one person tried to go down there and do it, it really wasn't going to end up good. Like, they would have most likely ended up side by side on the hook. But anyway, I'm that type of survivor. It's incredibly rare I'll go back for save just because I'm always left for die, and escapes are already ridiculously rare. Well, that's probably why you're iridescent. One is because you escape a lot and you just don't go back for the unhook. I'm typically the other way. Like I'm still red rank 1 survivor, but I typically almost always go back for somebody. Even if I trade my life and die in their place, that's just the kind of survivor I play. Because for one, I know what it feels like to be left on the hook to die, as it's happened to me. I don't even play solo queue. I won't do it. So I know what it feels like. So I do it for that sake, like to be the one that goes back for somebody, even the random that I don't know. And even if I die to save them and they get out, I would rather do that. And also it's more exciting for me that way. Like, I like the challenge of seeing if I can get them out or I can get us both out. It doesn't always work, but I'm normally like that. But what I did learn from playing in Swifts is that sometimes it's best to just leave, because, like, let's say it's a face camping Bubba and he's got someone in the basement or even on a hook, like far from the gate. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to save that person without somebody else at least trading places or going down to, like, it's just going to turn into like a 3K or something when it really only needs to be 1. So if one person dies and 3 escape, then it's considered a win, especially if you're on a Swift. Like if I die but my 3 other people get out, it's considered a win. So, and then when you're on a Swift, a lot of times what people will do is they'll die on hook on purpose so that the last person could have a chance at getting the hatch. Like, let's say there's 2 or 3 gens left and there's only 2 people left. Like, you know, you're not going to be able to get those 3 gens done, or like they're really close in proximity. So there's no way you're going to do them. So one person gets caught and then they die on purpose just to give the other one a chance at the hatch, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I normally play killer if I'm alone, and then if there are people with me, people that want to play, then I play survivor, which is a lot. Like, probably play more survivor than killer because there's usually people on with me. Like earlier we were playing a lot of survivor. But right now I'm also trying to grind for blood points. And actually survivor has blood points at the moment. But honestly, it's like 6 a.m. I should wrap it up, as I've been playing and streaming for, let's say, over 10 hours.